And that's it. That's how easy it is for you to set up a number pool that routes to a call flow, the menu system that your prospects can follow to get to the right person. And we're going to go down to inbound under settings. On the left-hand side, we're going to click on the call flows link. And that's where I'm going to go to tell you what a call flow is. So let's click on the add call flow button. Once we get here, we'll be able to give our call flow a name. Now, before we start filling any of this stuff out, let me give you a quick little overview. A call flow is simply a key press menu that your contacts, when they call back into the system, can use to choose how they want their callback routed. This could be something like press 1 to talk to support, press 2 to talk to sales, press 3 to be forwarded to another number. You see what I'm saying? So that's what we're going to be creating. So let's go ahead and start creating this call flow. The first thing we're going to need to do is give this call flow a name. And I would recommend making this as descriptive as possible so that you understand exactly when you should use this specific call flow. Let's say we're going to be uploading a specific list of data into our PhoneBurner account that we want this call flow to be used for. Maybe we're doing a win-backs campaign, or maybe we just came from a conference and we've got hundreds or thousands of leads of people that were at that conference. So we might want to create a call flow that's specific to that conference. And that's the example I'm going to use here. I would recommend using the conference name, but since I'm just making this up, we're just going to go with something generic like conference call flow. Now we need to define the keypress menu. So the first thing we do is we choose the keypress value. Is that 0, 1, 2, 3? Most commonly, I'd recommend starting with 1. Once we've selected the keypress value, we need to define the routing for that keypress. So when somebody presses 1, where do we want that call to be routed? Do we want that call routed to a specific team member? Do we want that person routed to an external number by forwarding it to that external number? And the last option is a call group, where you can have multiple team members assigned to that call group, and they all get notified, and the first person to answer it gets that call. I'm going to choose a team member. When I choose team member, I'll now be able to select the team member from the drop-down menu. So if they press 1, maybe I want to send that to Sarah Closer. Now let's add another key press. Let's choose number 2. And let's say we want to forward this to an external number. When I choose forward, I'll see a list of all of my phone numbers that I have validated or verified in my PhoneBurner account. I'm going to go ahead and choose one of these numbers. Maybe that's my support line. And let's go ahead and add another key press. Number 3. This one's going to be our call group. When I choose call group as the response option, I'll then see a list of all of my call groups. Let's say I've got a closers call group, so I want to choose that. And of course, you can continue to add additional key presses as appropriate. I'm going to go ahead and move on to the last option here, which is play greeting. When somebody calls a phone number that's routed to this call flow, we need to play a greeting to them. They need to know what 1 does, what 2 does, what 3 does. We need to give them directions. They're not going to have any direction unless we give it to them. We need to go ahead and click on this play a greeting menu and either upload a greeting or record a greeting. I'm going to choose record a greeting. And then I'll see this little record button. I'm going to click on that, grant access to my microphone. Hey, thanks for giving us a call back. Wasn't that conference amazing? We had a blast there. We're so excited that you're giving us a call. Press 1 if you'd like to talk to Sarah. Press 2 if you'd like to talk to our sales or support team. And press 3 if you'd just like to get connected with anybody on the sales team. I don't like that. Now, I just made an error there. I said sales a bunch of times. I don't like that. One of them needs to be support. One of them needs to be sales. This is what happens when you're just making things up as you're going. So I'm going to go ahead and cancel that. And I'm going to start over. Hey, thanks for giving us a call back. We're so glad that you were able to attend that conference. Wasn't that an amazing conference? We loved it. We had a blast. And if you want to talk to Sarah, who was at the conference, press 1. If you just like to talk to our support team and get some general questions answered, press 2. If you'd like to talk to somebody on our sales team, press 3, and we'll route you to the first available agent. Again, thanks for joining us at the conference, and we look forward to helping you. Now I'm going to go ahead and hit that stop button, and I'm going to save it. All right, now I have my greeting, I have my message to give people guidance when they call into the system, so they'll know exactly what to do when they call in. Now let's go ahead and hit submit. Now I have my new call flow created, my conference call flow, and at this point I need to get some phone numbers assigned to this call flow. I have two options here. I can click assign numbers, which will take me to my numbers inventory page, where I can select an existing number pool to assign this call flow to. Or, since this is a brand new call flow that I'm using for a specific purpose, I can buy new numbers specific to this call flow, which is what I'm going to do. So I'm going to go ahead and click buy. Now I need to choose the area codes that I want to have phone numbers in for this specific number pool. Let's say I want some in Colorado, and I want some in Delaware, and maybe Mississippi. Once I've selected the states, I choose the area codes. After I've selected my area codes, over on the right-hand side, I'm going to see my summary of charges, and I'll have the ability to add additional phone numbers to each of these area codes. In my particular case, I'm just going to buy one in each of those area codes, and I'm going to place the order. Once I place that order, PhoneBurner is going to take me back to my call flow, where you'll see that this call flow is assigned to the conference call flow number pool. Now if I go to my number settings, I will see a new number pool in my inventory with the 3 phone numbers assigned to that number pool. I'll also see that that conference call flow has been assigned as the routing for that specific number pool. Let's go ahead and edit this number pool. The number pool is named after the flow that it was created for. Call flow is set up as the routing strategy, and that call flow is set. The only thing that we may need to consider after this flow is created is whether or not we need to change the rotation option. By default, it's going to be set to random. And of course, if we've activated local presence on our account, we'd be able to choose local presence as that option here. So I'm going to go ahead and make that change and hit submit. Now that I've created this flow with this number pool, anybody on my team can use this number pool as their outbound caller ID so that callbacks will be routed to that conference call flow. And that's it. That's how easy it is for you to set up a number pool that routes to a call flow. And again, a call flow is a menu system that your callers can navigate to ensure that they get to the right person on your team. Thanks for taking a moment to watch this video, and happy dialing.